I cried out to God, pleading for happiness. I was going through immense sadness and pain. My world seemed shattered. Day after day, I prayed fervently, asking God to take away my sorrow and grant me joy. But no matter how much I prayed, my situation did not change, and my distress continued. I began to lose faith, wondering why my prayers were not being answered. Why was God not giving me the one thing my heart desired the most? Happiness. It was then that God gave me a divine revelation through His Word. One night, as I lay awake, ruminating in my unhappiness, suddenly a line from a poem flashed across my mind. I asked God to give me happiness. God said, "No, I give you blessings. Happiness is up to you." This simple yet profound statement answered all my questions and lifted a heavy burden from my heart. In that moment, I realized my erroneous thinking that had been the root cause of my distress. You see, I had wrongfully assumed that it was God's responsibility to directly hand me happiness based on my prayers and wishes. I felt God owed it to me to take away my pain and replace it with joy. But that is simply not how God works. Through this awakening experience, God revealed an eternal spiritual truth, that true and lasting happiness is not given by God. Rather, it is a byproduct of the blessings God bestows upon us. God does not control our emotions or directly pull psychological levers in our minds to make us feel happy. His role is not to be an instant wish-fulfilling machine or a magical genie that appears whenever we rub a lamp. God is our creator, the architect of the universe, who designed precise laws and principles by which this world operates. And one such law decrees that our state of mind, attitudes and perceptions greatly influence our experience of happiness or lack thereof. While God showers us with countless blessings daily, our health, loved ones, talents, abilities, opportunities, it is left to our own free will to either be thankful for what we have been given or live resenting what we think we lack. The choice is ours to focus on negatives or appreciate positives. We can choose to see problems or be grateful for solutions. We can become victims of circumstances or rise above situations through faith. This power was given to us by God as one of His greatest gifts, free will. And how we leverage this gift using our thoughts, words, and actions largely determines our level of happiness. In John 10:10, Jesus made this profound statement, "I have come that they may have life and have it abundantly." When examined closely, we realize Jesus is not speaking about an excess of material goods or fleeting physical pleasures, but rather about the quality and depth of our very existence. An abundant life is a fulfilling life, one lived with purpose, meaning, hope, contentment, compassion for others, gratitude, trust in God, and joy despite hardships. And cultivating such a life is within our control if we diligently work on our mindset, perspectives, character, and relationships. Friends, we all have witnessed people who had it all from a worldly standpoint. Good health, family, money, career, yet were miserable within. And on the other hand, those who faced incredibly difficult trials externally but radiated an inner peace and happiness. Why was this so? Because true joy and satisfaction come from our spiritual state of being. How connected we feel to our purpose and values, how content we are with life's uncontrollables, and how grateful we remain for blessings large and small. And nourishing this interior landscape requires consistent effort from our side. It is an assignment God entrusts to each one of us. Someone rightly said happiness is an inside job. We cannot outsource it to anyone or anything outside. Another profound spiritual teacher explained, happiness is the consequence, not the purpose of life. Our deepest joy emerges as an inevitable byproduct, when our primary focus shifts from self-seeking happiness to selflessly serving God and others through our talents. Prioritizing intrinsic purposes over extrinsic rewards and living in profound gratitude for each day keeps our mind anchored even during storms. This shift in perspective is what unlocks the door to lasting fulfillment. You see, blessings come from God, but happiness is crafted within through cultivating the right thoughts, virtues, and relationships. We need to view challenges not as hurdles in our happiness, but as opportunities to strengthen character, deepen compassion, and reinforce our trust in divine wisdom. Difficulties pass, but the lessons they teach and the perspectives they mold remain lifelong companions. Every struggle has the potential to birth something beautiful if we embrace them with courage, creativity, and faith in life's deepest meanings. This is the insight that changed my entire outlook during that dark phase. I stopped blaming God or circumstances for my sadness. Instead, I took responsibility for my mindset and began transforming thoughts that were weighing me down. I started reconnecting with people, practicing gratitude through journaling daily blessings, surrendering control of uncertainties to God, and devoting extra time to spiritual disciplines of prayer, worship, and service. Slowly but steadily, my heavy heart began filling with new lightness and perspective. A beautiful rainbow emerged from stormy clouds as I realized happiness was never lost, just waiting to be rediscovered from within myself. This lesson has stayed with me through numerous subsequent challenges in life, and I share it with you today, not to diminish anyone's difficulties, but to empower us all to cultivate resilience and rewrite distressed scripts. My prayer for you is that you open your mind to this insight and use it to anchor your heart firmly, even during life's most troubled tides. May you always remember that true and eternal joy comes from consistently nurturing the spiritual seeds of faith, thankfulness, compassion, and purposeful living. Blossoms that neither wither with drought nor storms can ever destroy. In the book of James we read, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work, so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything." Trials have a divine purpose to mold our character. They are not signs that God has abandoned us, but opportunities to grow deeper roots of dependence on Him. Happiness is a byproduct of embracing difficulties with hope, not avoiding problems. It flourishes when our identity is anchored securely in God, rather than external factors we cannot control. The prophet Habakkuk reminds us, though the fig tree does not bud and there are no grapes on the vines, though the olive crop fails and the fields produce no food, though there are no sheep in the pen and no cattle in the stalls, yet I will rejoice in the Lord, I will be joyful in God my Saviour. True and lasting happiness stems from an unshakable inner joy that arises from our unbreakable connection to God, rather than fleeting pleasures or achievements. It survives even when every visible reason for joy is stripped away, because its roots drink deeply from knowledge of His unconditional love and promises. Friends, do not look at happiness as God's duty, but as your privilege. Claim it not through demanding prayers, but nurturing grateful hearts despite difficulties. Happiness awaits those who fix their eyes on Creator, not creation. It is found through serving with your gifts instead of demanding fulfillment on your terms. Joy blossoms spontaneously for those sowing seeds of faith, hope, compassion, and thankfulness each day. Though you may face problems, may your smiles never wither. Though tears may fall, may your spirits never falter. For happiness borrows beauty from difficulties it conquers, not security from what it demands. This, in summary, is the eternal wisdom God imparted to me through life's journey so far. I hope it inspires you as much as it has empowered me. May you ever remember, true happiness is a divine blessing enjoyed, not a right demanded. It is discovered through duties fulfilled with joy, not release from unwanted duties. It flourishes when our identity remains secure in God, despite losses. And above all, it is crafted from within by cultivating virtues of patience, gratitude, and hope in His unconditional love, regardless of outward circumstances which can neither be commanded or controlled. May God bless each one of you abundantly as you walk this profound spiritual truth.